Good afternoon, everyone. Thanks so much for joining me today. I'm Jennie Montgomery. Welcome to another half hour of information to help you make the most of your time, to make informed decisions, and to keep up with goings on around Greater Augusta. You know what's happening this week, right? Valentine's Day. So we've got love and romance and vaginas. That's why I'm affectionately calling this the V Show. We've got two doctors with us to talk about medical concerns with our vaginas. And by the way, if you know someone who has MRKH syndrome, pay attention. We've got important information to share a little bit later. This is a great book I want you to know about. A publicist sent it to me, and it is just terrific. It's called The Complete A to Z for Your V. Discover the latest science, dispel taboos, and get in on the new ways women are talking openly and freely about their health and their rights. But before we get to that V, we're talking about this V, Valentine's Day. And if you are hard pressed for a gift for your sweetie, how about tickets to Augusta Players' upcoming show, Catch Me If You Can? It's based on the unbelievable true story of one of the most famous con artists in history, Frank Abagnale Jr. The rousing musical begins as Frank is captured after years of pursuit, but Frank thinks the audience deserves to hear his version of the truth, and that's where my first guests today come in. Scott Seidl, the executive and artistic director of the Augusta Players, and Peter Brannigan, who plays the starring role of Frank. And Peter, you aren't the only Frank in the play.
No, Casey Johnson plays Frank Sr., my dad. So no, I'm not the only Frank.
Well, now this must be really fun for you because you were away from Augusta for a while.
Yes, I was. I went off to school in Pittsburgh, and now since I'm graduated, I'm back and waiting for the next adventure, and I decided to do Catch Me If You Can with Scott.
And we're so lucky to have him back because he's absolutely amazing. Hopefully you're going to get a chance to hear him sing a little bit later. And he's such a great dancer, a wonderful actor, and this incredible tenor voice. We're really fortunate to have him back in town.
Well, you know, it's really fun, too, because this is it's a familiar story because Leo was in the movie.
Oh, yeah.
So, you know, there'll be a lot of interest anyway just because it is something that people know. And you're telling me that the music in this is just terrific.
Yeah, it's the same composers that did Hairspray, and they've done a lot of television recently, and did some stuff on Smash, the series that was out for a while. It's Mark Shaman, and it's just Scott Whitman. They just did something very, very recently. I can't remember what television show it was, but such great, fun music, kind of the big band swing of the 60s. Also mixed in with the pop of the 60s and a little bit of musical theater. It's just fun music.
Contagious music, sing along, I can just kind of feel the audience getting really into it.
1960s live TV show,
Yeah.
It's very hooky.
Very
hooky.
Sounds really fun. Really a fun thing to do. Now, do you have a big cast for this?
We do. It's a cast of 28 in the show. A lot of kind of showgirl style women in the show, which is really fun, some incredible dancers. And what's really exciting is we were able to get permission to use the original Broadway choreography. So we have these incredible dancers doing Jerry Mitchell's choreography, reset by Ashley Chastain. And some wonderful, there are some Augusta Players veterans like Brandon Bruni is playing Carl Hanratty, who's the FBI agent that chases after Frank Jr. And ultimately, you know, it's a true story. They become friends later. Frank actually becomes the godfather to the FBI agent's kids. That's all true stuff. So he's there, Casey Johnson playing his dad, but some great new faces or faces we haven't seen for a while. Emily Ann Cowart plays the ingenue, Brenda, that Frank falls in love with. And she's never done an Augusta Players show before, and what an incredible talent she is. Laurie Easterlin plays her mom, never done an Augusta Players show before, and just so good. We're having so much, you know, we were talking about the songs. We leave rehearsal every night, and it's that earworm that you can't get out of your head.
Oh, yeah.
Whatever song we did last at the end of the night stays with me till the next morning.
Certainly, certainly. Well, Peter, it is a really neat thing to be a part of the Players and to be at the Imperial Theater. And I think this would be an excellent idea for Valentine's Day because the show is coming up next weekend. We've got a graphic to show you the dates of the show coming up. It's February 22nd, 23rd, and 24th. Those Friday and Saturday shows are at 8 at night. The Sunday is a matinee at 3. You can buy your tickets online, or you can call the Augusta Players office.
Right, that number is 706-826-4707.
Very good. Well, I'm sure that the turnout's just going to be terrific.
I hope so.
And I am excited because you have said that you're going to sing for us a little bit later.
Yes.
So we will certainly be excited to hear that. And in the meantime, is there anything else that strikes you about the play that people are going to want to come see it for?
It's so dynamic and it's so fun. There's a lot of heart into it as well as flashy show. It's a great balance of emotions and just Broadway spectacle.
You know, speaking too of like the relationship between the agent who caught him and the friendship that built, it's sort of like, it's not as dark as a Breaking Bad scenario, but Frank is the kind of guy, you have to admire him. I mean, you're kind of pulling for him.
You're on his
you're
side.
Pulling for him.
Yeah.
What's great is the real Frank is actually supporting our show. We just got a letter from him, which is really fun, saying break a leg. And he is such a gracious, kind human being, too. And you see how he pulled it off because he's so likable.
Very cool.
Yeah,
that is
fun.
Extremely cool. Wow, how neat is that? All right, keep in mind, Augusta Players, catch me if you can. And again, great idea for Valentine's Day.
We'll see ya.
Thanks, guys, for
Thank
being
you.
here. Still ahead on Jennie, it is a brand new. Well, that wraps it up for our V show today. Thanks again to Dr. Ron Eaker and Dr. Larry Lehman for being here. You'll find a lot of information about Mona Lisa Touch and the MRKH study at MCG on our website, WJBF.com. Just click the Jennie link. And if you're looking for a fun little Valentine's gift, tickets to the Augusta Players are always a good idea. Spread the love this week, not just Thursday, but every day. I'll see you again next Tuesday at 12:30. For Jennie, here's Peter Brannigan singing us out.
Buy 2 lives that I don't own. I'm tired of living on the stage, a life that's only on the page. The empty lies are in the past. I've tried before, but here's the last. Goodbye. Goodbye.